Hi everybody, it's Randy Hilarski coming at you from Isla Grande, Panama. I'm out on the Caribbean side. We decided to get away from the city for a few days and go enjoy the tranquility of being out on the islands. It's just a 15-minute boat ride from the mainland, but it is absolutely gorgeous here. You see some islands out there. This is the land of Captain Drake and Captain Morgan. It's pirate country, guys. It's where they used to hide when they were invading places like Portobello, which is just up the road here, about 15 kilometers or so. That's where the Spanish were exporting all that gold that they were looting from South America, Ecuador and Peru and those countries. So the buccaneers used to hide their ships in coves like this one, and islands, and it's pretty amazing that the history that happened in this area. Supposedly, I think it's Captain Drake, one of the premier buccaneers of his time. His boat was lost off the coast of Portobello, and you know, I've seen documentaries where they talked about his coffin being in these waters somewhere. So, you know, cool history. We love coming to the Caribbean side. The water is really tranquil, calm, not as wavy, warmer. The Pacific tends to be cooler. Magic because it's deeper. The water is deeper, but the side is something else. I've ordered my lobster for dinner, freshly caught lobster, and Anna's got her corvina, which is sea bass, and just waiting for dinner to be served. All around us, this is the place. It's really cool. It's our room up there. It's low season, so right around now it's about 130 bucks a night to stay out here on the islands. It's a lot more rustic than staying in a hotel or something like that, but still, we love it. Well, check out my swag. I think I picked this one off of somebody's Etsy page. They had some cool t-shirts and mugs and stuff, and this is one of the t-shirts I picked up. So if you want one, that's where you find it. But today I'm a little bit disappointed in our community. This is kind of a solemn video, even though I'm in paradise. I just saw some personal attacks on our friend Nerd Girl. And the sense of maximalism that we are seeing in the HEX community, man, guys, it's disgusting. Blech. I'm not a fan, man. I'm not a fan of maximalism of any kind, whether it's HEX maximalism, Bitcoin maximalism, Ethereum maximalism, pulse chain maximalism. Doesn't matter, guys. They don't do anything to help. That doesn't do anything to help us build a better community. Does absolutely nothing. All it does is create resentment and anger amongst people who have done nothing but good for our community. I saw her get called a paid shill. Motherfuckers, you know what I was for years? I was a paid shill. I launched over 40 projects. Raised, God knows, over $100 million over the course of 3 years of me working with so many different projects. I'm on a dock right now, so that's why I'm watching where I'm stepping. So it's really disappointing to see people saying things like that when Nerd Girl has done so many great things for our community, reaching out with her show called Building Bridges, where she's talking to people outside of HEX, and not just there to convince them that HEX is better, but to just have an open dialogue, right? And I think that's great for the HEX community. Look, I'm a day one HEXican. I came into HEX because I saw something that was amazing. I was not a Richard Hart fan prior to that day. You know, when I recall Richard Hart, I remember him as a Bitcoin maximalist. So even back in 2016 or 2015, when I was listening to people, if I heard that they were maximalists, I tuned them out. I didn't listen to them. One perfect example was Tone Bays. We were in Argentina, and he pulled my wife and I aside. He was drunk off his ass. We were at a barbecue in the countryside of Buenos Aires, and he was telling me how, because my wife and I were both on the team for Steam It, that Dan Larimer, one of the founders, was a scammer, and that we shouldn't be involved with Steam. We're just going to lose our money, and that Bitcoin was the only way. Well, a shit ton of money later, year and a half, that my wife made working with the Steam team and just creating content every day on Steam. When I look back at what Tone was trying to do, trying to convince me just to stick with Bitcoin, my levels of crypto would have been far lower if I would have listened to Tone. And Tone was a maximalist. Big time, still is. So, and he also wanted us to trade. You know, he has courses that he was selling to get people to get liquidated. Because that's what happens when you leverage trade, right? And that's what Tone taught, was he taught you how to get your ass handed to you, get wrecked. Well, I don't ever want to see that happen to other people. Well, can you guys see that house back there up on the hill? Not this hut, but there's a beautiful house back there. It's for sale. It's absolutely gorgeous. Looks very modern. Interesting. My point is, maximalism is disgusting. It really is. HEX is great. HEX is my money printer. You'll never see me talk shit about HEX. I absolutely love it. Pulse is coming along. So if you're a HEX maximalist, you really can't be talking about Pulse, right? Seems hypocritical that you call some other person a shill when they're out there talking about both HEX and Pulse. Then on top of that, you're going to have lots of projects that are built on Pulse. And are you going to shit talk those projects? No, you're just taking a freaking shotgun to your kneecaps. That's what you're doing. So I guarantee there's going to come projects. There's going to be projects on Pulse that I will support and that I will shill for free. I won't even need to be paid. Unlike my days of launches on Ethereum. So, back the fuck off. Anybody who's doing it, you're an asshole. Support your community. If you don't want to support your community, mute them. But talking shit about people that are on the same team is just retarded, man. What are we, 5? Once again, I'm walking on the dock. This dock is pretty old. Sketchy as hell. So please, can't we all just get along? I am not going to be out there shit talking you guys just because you're supporting another project. Even if it's not a Pulse Chain project, I'm not going to talk bad about you. I might not like your post, I might not retweet it, but I'm not going to say bad things about your character unless you're trying to scam people. Then I'll warn folks. I'll also call you out if you're talking bad about other people, saying shit that don't make sense. I'll call you out for that. And I've done that in the past, even within our community. So be careful, be supportive, guys. I can't believe I have to tell you guys this, but maybe I'll be the the adult in the room. Just love each other, really. How much faster will HEX grow if we are just friendly? You know, I'm tired of the anger, the resentment that we had for the people that talk shit about us in the beginning. That's over with, guys. It's almost, you know, it's been a long time since we've heard some real negative stuff about HEX. I need negative articles. You know, my articles are still out there. My 3 articles that I wrote the first 6 months of HEX's launch, they're still on Crypto Daily, guys. You know, oh, it's gonna be a beautiful, beautiful night here in Isla Grande. I'm wishing some of you guys are out here enjoying this. I'm gonna go enjoy my lobster, and I hope you have a great night wherever you are, and I'll catch you when I get back with another one of my rooftop musings. Peace out.